Welcome back, everybody. My name is Taylor Martin. This is the best damn EDC, and it's time for another EDC Weekly. If you are new here, just a heads up, this is a community show, so I start off every single episode with community announcements. So if you don't want to see that, learn about all the giveaways that I've got going on, find out if you actually won a past giveaway or anything else that's going on with the channel and the community, just skip to this time mark right here because you're a big fat jerk. First up, I did a live pocket dump, the first of many live pocket dumps to come with John Grimsmo of Grimsmo Knives. I uploaded that earlier in the week. Today, there is a Blade HQ video with me going up on their channel, so if it's not live by the time you're seeing this, it should be by the end of today, Friday. And I have a video of a live pocket dump coming up with Zach Whitmore of Blade HQ. But that, plus the Blade Show roundup that I did, should complete my Blade Show coverage for 2019. But in that vein, I made many new friends at Blade Show. One of those, his name is Zachary Fowler. You may know him from Histories Alone. He actually won Season 3. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a good show. It's a great show. Alex and I have been binging it lately, but Fowler won Season 3. I met him there, and we just got to talking. Spent some time on the phone this week. We've been talking a lot ever since the show, and would like to work together, but he did an EDC video, and I thought it was really cool. He did a mile-high pocket dump. So he got on a plane and showed all of the stuff that he carried while traveling. Actually showed a few things that he didn't mean to bring onto a plane, but that video will be linked down below. I highly suggest you check it out. Check out his channel because he's doing really cool stuff. And if you want to know more about stuff like that, more of the prepared side of EDC, like lockpick tool cards, and his own tool card. He's got a little tool card with fish hooks and a knife in it. If you are interested in that, or even like a fire steel necklace, things that you can wear that are survival tools that don't look like survival tools, let me know about that sort of stuff in the comments down below. Also, last week I announced I was giving away a Gil-Tek RUK with the Best Damn EDC logo on it. I said comment down below with what you would do for a Gil-Tek RUK, and Myles Kim wins with this comment right here. There were a ton of people saying they would watch my baby girl and all sorts of other stuff they would do for me, but Myles is giving back to his family, and I think that's awesome and that's respectable. So Myles, I am going to give you a Gil-Tek RUK, and I'll be in touch. Anyway, last week I said that this week was going to be a Father's Day special. I said, tell me how your carry has changed since you became a father, and I did not really get a whole lot of response from that. Maybe one or two, so I decided to scrap that idea and just went with some really awesome carries. So, with all of that said, let's do the damn thing. Before we get started this week, I would like to thank our sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of courses covering skills both creative and entrepreneurial. Whether you want to hone your skills at photography or videography as a hobby, or pursue a career in design, Skillshare has no shortage of courses available to choose from. And since a lot of you are using your phones to take pictures of your everyday carries and asking me how you can improve those pictures for your submissions to the EDC Weekly, I would recommend a course, iPhone Photography by Dale McManus. Skillshare is also really affordable. An annual premium membership is only $10 per month, but since Skillshare is sponsoring this video, you can hit the link down below or type this link right here into your browser, and you can enjoy a 2-month free trial. So hit the link, try it out, and start learning. Also, this week, I'm not even going to tell you what's inside here. It's a total mystery. Tell me what you think is inside the cup down below. Really interested to see what you guys think. And no, it's not Bang. Bang is sewer water. It's so disgusting. Somebody in the Discord convinced me to try it, and it is disgusting. It is one of the worst things I've ever tried in my life. Not even joking. Anyway, first up this week, we have a submission from Liam Moran. You can find him over on Instagram at Liam_M9. And I chose this submission for a number of reasons. We'll get to that, actually. So first up in the top left of the photo is his phone of choice. That is an iPhone of some sort. I don't know exactly which one, but he carries it in a faux carbon fiber case and a Tiger Lager pop socket attached to the back of that. Below that is his flashlight of choice. That is the Olay S1R Baton 2, the winter edition, so the blasted titanium one, and he also has a Zippo in black crackle. Just above that to the right is the Yellow Birch Outfitters To Dad beer handkerchief. Below that is his key bar, carbon fiber and titanium, and attached to that is a key bar deep carry pocket clip. Below that is his knife of choice, that is the Benchmade 940-1. And in the top right of the photo is his belt, that is the Popov Leather Heritage brown leather belt. Inside the middle of that belt is the Zulu Foxtrot Memento Mori challenge coin. And in the bottom right of the photo is his wallet. That is the Das Alfafara Gun Deck Quick Draw in Wicked and Craig leather and with brown Havana cigar stitching. Liam says, this is what's in my pockets basically all the time. I said goodbye to my blackout/TI theme I was trying for a while, and now I'm just using what I like the best and what works for my needs. I work at a brewery, mainly on the assembly line, where I use my knife every day for breaking down boxes, cutting plastic straps, and opening packages. I use the flashlight to look under the machines if they have a malfunction, and I need to see under them. I just picked up the Das Alfafara Gun Deck Quick Draw, and I'm absolutely loving it. By far the best wallet I've used. The fit and finish is just great, and I can't wait to get more of a patina on it. The Memento Mori coin from ZF is used as a nice reminder that this is my one shot at life and to live it to the fullest. The rest of the gear is pretty self-explanatory. Loving the videos. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you, Liam. I am a huge proponent of using what works, so I definitely agree with that. And one of the other reasons I picked this is because those belts, I know that belt smells amazing, and that's going to sound weird, but something about Popov leather, the leather he buys is outstanding, and it smells so good. I carried the Popov leather 5-card wallet in driftwood for the longest time, and it still smells brand new, and that smell just never goes away. It's amazing. So I can imagine the Heritage belt smells the same way, but these have been on sale for a while, and if you're interested in a new belt, I would consider picking one up. And also this Beer Hank from Yellow Birch Outfitters. I did not know when I did the feature on Yellow Birch that he also made handkerchiefs, and he's a stand-up dude. Jay's great. I love this handkerchief. That's all I got for this one. Thanks, Liam. You now have a second entry in the June giveaway. Oh boy, here we go. This next carry comes from Psalm Alfafara, whatever. It's spelled over here somewhere. You can find him on Instagram at Drifter. That's DRIFT.R. And this is a nice blackout carry. I've not featured a blackout carry in quite some time, and this one is interesting. It's got some new gear in this that we've not seen on the show before. And first up, the piece of gear I was talking about, at least one of them, is the CRKT CEO by Richard Rogers. And next to that is the Lamy Pico pin. To the left of the photo is his phone of choice. That is the Huawei P20 Pro in Twilight inside a Spigen Rugged Armor case. Next to that is the Field Notes Clandestine Edition pocket notebook, and next to that is the Secrid Slim Wallet in black perforated leather. His watch of choice is the Seiko X Black Ripley SCED 037. The bottom of the photo is his flashlight of choice. That is the Olay S1 Mini Baton, and sitting on top of the Field Notes notebook is his Platinum wedding band. Psalm says, this is my updated carry for 2019. I've always considered myself a minimalist, so this is what I usually carry most of the time. In order to keep a clean aesthetic, black is a core color for everything I own. Over the past few years, I've murdered out my closet to 99% black and gray clothes, bags, and shoes, so it made sense I would do the same with my EDC. The CRKT CEO is a joy to carry as it is so small and light I forget it's there. The Seiko Ripley is a neat piece of nerdy horology. Aside from being featured in the movie Aliens, it was created by, yep, that guy, the very same designer of the DeLorean. Very cool fact. I always have a small notebook with me for client meetings or just to log random ideas. The Secrid wallet was a gift from my brother, the Lamy Pico pin from a brother from another mother, and the wedding band was a wedding gift from my actual mom. Thank you for considering my submission. I'm a big fan of the channel. Keep up the great work. I actually checked out this guy's Instagram. Again, Drifter, DRIFT.R. And he's got some pretty cool pictures. Like, they're not EDC pictures, but they're really cool. The edits on them are spicy. Anyway, Psalm is seeking some help. He says, could you suggest a small, low-profile key-carrying solution? I've been looking at key bars and key organizers, but they seem too bulky and made for carrying several keys. I usually only carry 2 keys, and they jingle and dig into my leg at the bottom of my pocket. Thanks. So here's a fun fact. I've been talking with a friend over the last week, Peter McKinnon, about key organization, a better way to carry keys, and he was coming to me asking for a way to fix his keys. Nothing. I got nothing. I let the dude down. I got nothing. I said, challenge accepted, I'll figure this out, and he said, like hell you will. I got nothing for the dude. I got nothing for you. I've been trying for literally years to find a better key carrying solution. So here you meet right now, right here, right now. I am making it my life goal to figure this out. I will design a better key solution. God, I hope I do, because I hate it. I hate this. This is all, I don't even have my key bar on here. My key bar on here too just makes it even bulkier. Like, I don't know. I've been trying for so long and it doesn't help that I got this mess to deal with. This mess. So Your guess is as good as mine, man. I'm trying. Anyway, this blackout carry is really, really nice. It's been a while since I've featured one, like I said. That Seiko, man, that's an interesting design. Really cool little fact that it's from the same designer as the DeLorean. That's really neat. And the CEO, it's not a knife for me. It's really, truly not. It looks like a pin in the pocket, and that's how it's designed, to be very inconspicuous and very classy, and it is. But it's just not for me. It looks like a really cool slicer, but just not a knife that I would carry personally. Anyway, thank you for sharing. This is a really great carry, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. Moving right along, the next submission comes from Keith Northcutt, and you can find him over on Instagram at Northcutt_2012. And this is more of a copper carry. Not a totally copper carry, but partially copper. First up in the bottom left of the photo are his pliers. Those are the Snap-on 44 ACP pliers. And above that is his pin of choice, which is the tactile turn glider in copper. He also has next to that a Case Yellow Trapper, large, and some chapstick, cherry flavored. Above that is his flashlight, that is the Ace Beam TK16 in copper, as well as another flashlight, the Olay i3E EOS, also in copper. In the bottom right of the photo is his firearm. That is the North American Arms Pug 22 Magnum, very small little revolver. And above that is the big skinny bifold in black leather. In the top left of the photo is the large knife, Artisan Cutlery Osprey in copper. And then finally, not pictured here, is the Google Pixel 3 XL in a Nomad leather case. And he used that to take the photo. He says, I use most of these items every day. The Ace Beam is the perfect little pocket flashlight with high output. The Snap-on pliers come in handy for any small tasks around the water plant and around the house. Also, my dad has always had a pair in his pockets and gave me these when I was around 12 or 13. The Pug gives me a small firearm to have on me at work. The pin is used every day during labs at work and goes nicely with the rest of my copper items. And the Osprey is a new piece to my EDC. Time will tell if it's an actual useful workhorse. The case knife is a backup to my main knife and is always in my pocket as it reminds me of my grandfather. I hope you like this touch of copper EDC. Keep up the great work with the show and the community. And Keith is also looking for something. He says, I'm still in search for a pocket organizer for my pliers, an i3E EOS. I don't know that I can help with that one because an organizer that would fit these pliers, maybe something from Yellow Birch. I don't know that you're gonna find something leather unless you go with like the hybrid or the urban organizer from Urban EDC Supply with those big wide pockets on the big one. Yeah, that's a tough one. I would say maybe look at the Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket, not the Pocket Pro, but the Pocket Organizer in the modern carry, and your pliers will probably fit, but I don't know how well. Anyway, I hope that helps. And of course, I love the copper. You know I love the copper. I actually spoke with Artisan Cutlery at Blade Show, and I will be doing a feature on Artisan Cutlery at some point in the near future, and I can't wait. Their stuff's great. They had a lot of really cool stuff at the booth, but this knife right here is really neat. I actually played with those. A lot of the Artisan Cutlery knives have fantastic action. This being a flipper from them, I imagine, is probably no different. Really cool carry. Thank you for sharing, Keith, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. This next mission, the fourth submission this week, comes from Ducky. That's the only name I have to go on, except for his Instagram handle, which is Drop Dead Ducky. But this carry has some pretty interesting little stuff in it. A wallet that I recently got to try out, one of my favorite utility knives, a custom multi-tool, and a pretty sick knife you don't see very often here on the show. First up, in the top left of the photo is the Everyman Co. Grafton pin. Inside that is a Pilot G2 insert. Next to that is a key bar in anodized aluminum. That is the black version. And attached to that, with a split ring, is a Tile Pro in black. Below that is a Leatherman Wave Plus that has been customized. It looks really badass, to be completely honest. And then next to that is that knife I was talking about. This is the Something Obscene Company Nimley 2.0. In the top right of the photo is the copper Fitbit Ionic, and then below that is the Streamlight MicroStream and his wallet of choice, the Hellbent Holsters 3.0 wallet. And then finally in the bottom right of the photo is the Gil-Tek RUK V2, but this is a special version because it's both brass and aluminum. And Ducky says, hey, what's up, man? Been watching your channel for a while now. Great content. Thanks. My EDC consists of things I use for my mechanical assembler job along with regular everyday use items. I would have to say the Gil-Tek RUK is my most used tool so far and I love it. I always get compliments for it at work. I also carry my dream knife, Nimley 2.0, that I had the hardest time tracking down. I love it because my favorite superhero is Shazam, Captain Marvel, and the lightning bolt reminds me of him. I do find that it is a bit wide for EDC sometimes, so I switch it out for any of my other knives in my collection. The key bar is so convenient, and I'm genuinely happy I purchased. I also carry a black Field Notes notebook and an iPhone 7 Plus not pictured. Looking to get a DE Custom Forge Bros Beaner to complete my EDC. Thanks for looking. This is almost a blackout EDC, really, other than the Fitbit and the handles, the scales on the knife. And those Something Obscene Company knives are really cool. I love the lightning bolt cutout. I love the fist logo with the lightning bolt on the middle finger. I love the designs that come out from that company, and I would love to get my hands on something at some point, but right now, homeboy spent a little too much on knives lately, so I gotta reel it in. But all of this stuff is really, really cool. So thank you for sharing, Ducky, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. The fifth and final submission this week comes from Andrew Tyler. You can find him over on Instagram at AndyT1109. This carry I chose because of the knives. Honestly, they just look really cool. They're unique, something we don't see every day. So first up, in the top left of the photo is the recycled firefighter fold-a-tank wallet, as well as a DNA lasering rule number 9 coin. Below that is the Olight S1R Baton 2, and to the right of all of that is the Blunt Force Blades Auger Fixed Blade. Attached to that is a custom beaded creations bead, and below that at the bottom of the photo is the Curtis Customs Knives Large F3. Also attached to that is a custom beaded creations bead. Above that in the top right of the photo is the Recycle Firefighter HK Clip keychain, as well as a Gerber shard that's attached to that, and the Kershaw K-tool. Next to that is the Keybar aluminum and the Grafton Everyman pin. And then underneath everything is the Bearded Guy made Hank. Andrew says, the recycled firefighter wallet is a great slim option, and this one is made of waterproof material so it stays dry in my pocket on hot summer days. The rule number 9 coin is a limited run from a Facebook group I am part of and reminds me to always have a knife and of the brotherhood I have found in that group. I carry the Blunt Force Blades Auger IWB. The maker is a great guy, and I own many neat items from him. The Curtis was my first step into high-end knives. It is a heavy piece that I love to carry. It's always a conversation starter when I use it in public. I like having my car and house keys separate, so the HK clip and key bar work great for me. The shard is great because I can take it anywhere, and it has always been really useful. I carry the K tool because both of my daughter's names start with K. The Grafton pin is a fairly recent addition. I wanted to step up from my zebra pins, and this writes great. It's also nice that it will accept both G2 and space pin refills. Finally, the Hank is a must-have in the Ohio River Valley where allergies are a nightmare. It's also really handy for cleaning up the kids. I guess we can close it out with a Father's Carry because we had such little response on the Father's Day special, but that fixed blade is really, really neat. I really honestly wish I could carry fixed blades and didn't have to worry about open carry. I don't want a huge knife, and the way my shirt fits, I would have to have something pretty big to be able to not totally conceal it. That's a really cool fixed blade. I just like it. Something about the design, it kind of reminds me of like a sheepdog with a smaller handle, you know, big cleaver blade. And the custom, I'm not totally familiar with Curtis Customs. Like, I've heard of him. I don't know what the price range is on those. And the Warncliffe blade, man, I go back and forth on loving them and not loving them. I don't know. I really like the pivot and the pivot collar on that knife. Really cool. It's good to see some higher end stuff, especially after going to Blade Show and seeing some really obscene knives like the Norseman. The Norseman was a knife that I never really truly wanted until I held it. And yeah, it's expensive. It starts at $900 and they can go way, way up from there. But it's so nice. After using one, like just flipping it open, like you just kind of sort of understand it's a lot of money, but it's something that at some point maybe I could justify. Really cool that you could step into that world. I've really yet to dive into it. I did, however, finally buy a large Sabenza 21, not a 31. They sold out really quickly at Blade Show, but I did get one in the aftermarket for a pretty good price. So I will be sporting the Sabenza 21, the large Sabenza 21 moving forward, but not ready to dive into the custom knife world just yet. Anyway, really cool carry, Andrew. Thank you for sharing, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. And just as a reminder, June is now almost halfway over, so if you haven't already, go to edcw.co, submit your EDC so you can be entered to win a Hitch and Timber card caddy, a Yellow Birch Outfitters pocket organizer, a Big Idea Design TPT, a Griffin pocket tool, a Rovivon Aurora flashlight, and a KeySmart Rugged. Just go to edcw.co, submit your EDC, and if you do that, you're entered to win if you were featured here in the videos, or over on Instagram, you get an additional entry, and that's all there is to it. So go to edcw.co and submit your EDC. That's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful and you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos if you want to support what I'm doing here every single item listed in this video will be linked down below. If you purchase anything using those links, that will give me a little bit of a kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's just a way to show support for what I'm doing here while getting the stuff you wanted to buy anyway. Also, you can go to patreon.com/bestdamnedc if you want to support there. Be sure to follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at bestdamnedc. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at CasperTech. And until next time, carry on.